Taylor, touchdown.
The kicker on.
Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Rasheen Ali on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
180. Shot. 180. Ready, shot. Shot.
From the gun, Jackson hits his running back. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Sit on. 180.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. These last 2 snaps, oof, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That pass pulled in by Henry. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Complete to Eric Henry. A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
16-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing here, Jones. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jones now on 3rd down. tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Colts, first down. A gain of 7.
First down throw by Jones. It's going to the hands of Pittman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
18. That's another Colts first down.
Jones on first down. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Ready?
Jones looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action. Now Jones. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Blitz coming for Jones. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. Got to manage 3 yards here. Third and goal. Taylor. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Now Jones on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
Get out! 180! Ready, shot! Shut up!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's going to keep it this time. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. The Colts pick it up. Off to the races, middle of the field. And Indianapolis will return it for a touchdown. The Colts grow the lead devastation after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
All right, Jones and the Colts setting up to go for two.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete.
Colts 20, Ravens 3.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180. What a shot.
First down, here's Lamar. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
What a shot. 180.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his back complete. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
180. What a shot. 180. What a shot.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
180. 180. What a shot.
Here's Jackson to throw. Caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Jackson. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
17-yard line.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Get on! Get on!
Lamar off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has some room to work. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 yards on the play.
No, we changed it.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and goal.
Get on!
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught out wide. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
To kick off for Baltimore.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Jones now to throw. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35.
It's a gain of
They
11.
gain 11 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle.
Ready.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19.
Again, left side to Taylor. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Go!
Now a run with Taylor. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Ooh, he put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line.
Oh, my, ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Get on! Get on!
From the gun, Jackson bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That play good for 17 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
We've set it downs from 37.
Ready, get on! Get on!
Out of the gun, Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get on!
Pistol snap to Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And he's out in the clear. Keeps himself upright. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Doolin. Crashes through a tackle. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Colts only up by a few. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go! Nike, check out!
Hand off to the back. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. It might see them burn a timeout. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Tyler Warren, and things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control, find a way to cut off the comeback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Looking to throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts make it a 9-point advantage. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Pistol now for Jones. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
26, Ravens 17.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Lamar out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
It's 2nd and 21. At the 37.
Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Incomplete.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
We've set it downs from 37. There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
They're going to pass it here.
At the Ravens 37.
Connects on the crosser. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Setting him on the dive. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd.
That's good.
And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. One final shot here. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never